So today I want to show you a little bit about Excel 2016. And to do that, we're going to start creating a new worksheet. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what you can find here. For example, some of the vocabulary that we will use is this is a workbook and it has the ribbon, just the same as Microsoft Word. We can edit text right here, which is what we're going to do today. And we're going to also talk about columns. So this is column A, B, C, etc. And these are rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can look at the handout I created so you can see the vocabulary that we'll be using. The first thing I want you to do is to start typing information. So right now I'm going to go to A1 cell. So this is called the A1 cell right here. And that's called also the name box. And we can type, for example, the word January. When I type this word and I press enter, automatically I will go to the cell below. Excel has a feature that you can autofill. So if you go in the corner of your cell and you look for that black plus sign, you can hold your mouse and you can drag down. So you can autofill without typing. The computer will understand if you type next time 1 and you press enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, and do the same by selecting the sequence 1, 2, 3, you can find the plus sign and drag down. That is called autofill. And if you do 5 by 5, so 5, 10, 15, the computer will understand that the next sequence will be the following. That is called the autofill. Now I'm going to talk about the days that rain in San Diego, like we did in class. So we said maybe in San Diego in January it rains 7 days, in February 6, in March 3, April 2, and let's say these are going to be the rain days in San Diego. So I don't need this information. I don't need column B or C. So I'm going to hover over column B and I'm going to look for this black arrow. I will right click on it and I will click delete. I will do the same for this B column. I will right click on it and click delete. And now I realize that I'm missing a title and I'm missing the headers for January and the days of rain. So I'm going to go over rows 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to select them. 1, 2, 3. And if I right click on it and I click insert, just because I selected 3 rows, it will insert 3 rows for me. Now I have space for my title, which is Rain in San Diego. And this label is Days of Rain. Now you can see that we cannot see the word November, December, and September. So we're going to resize this column, column A, with this symbol that I have between column A and B. So if you look right now, that symbol that I'm pointing at is the resize button. I can click and hold and drag and let it go. Or I can double click and it will make it the perfect size. Now, I'm going to merge Rain in San Diego between A and B. I'm going to merge these 2 cells. So I will do this with the merge and center that you can find under the home tab. If you don't see it, it's because you're not on the home tab. So I will click merge and center. I will add color, like I will add their green field, for example. I want this table to have a border. So I'm going to select my data and I will look at the borders, all borders. Now I will click outside and I'm going to insert a chart. Okay, so now let's say we want to insert a chart. I'm going to select my data. So I'm going to select all the months and the days of rain. And I'm also going to select the labels at the top. I'm going to click the Insert tab and I'm going to look at the charts that could benefit my data. In this case, I'm going to look for the columns or bar chart. I will open the menu and I'm just going to select the first one that I see. When I click on it, all my data is represented in this chart. Be careful when you move your chart. Just come to the white area here in the corner and you can move it and resize it from the corners as needed. If you want to change the design or colors, you can come here to over colors and select a different color. And you can also change the design. Now I'm going to show you how to insert a picture. To do that, you're going to click the Insert tab, then you're going to click Illustrations, select Online Pictures, and look for an umbrella. You can unselect Creative Commons if necessary. When you find the umbrella that you like, you can double-click on it or you can click and then click Insert. If the picture is too big, you can resize from the corners and move as necessary. In this case, I can see that I'm going over one page, and I will show you that by going to File and Print. I only see part of my umbrella, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to change the layout of my page. So I will click Page Layout and I will change the orientation from Portrait to Landscape. If I look at my document now, I can see that everything fits in one page. You can move the data and pictures as necessary to center your text or pictures. Just make sure when you move your chart, you go to the white area and your picture, you move it from the center. I am going to rename my spreadsheet, so I will right-click on it and I will click Rename. I will type San Diego Rain and I will click back on my spreadsheet. Now I'm going to save my file on the desktop. So I can click File Save As on the desktop and I can type it a name and click Save. If you want to save it as a PDF, you will go File Save As, and in this case I'm going to save it on the desktop with the same name, but I will select PDF. When you get your PDF, you will get a document like this. And that's it. Go ahead and practice how to insert a chart.